Welcome to my boring opinion.
Okay, I'm back again. In this video, I'm going to talk about the problem with family vlog channels. Now, I know what you're thinking. What problem? What are you talking about? Okay, now, first off, this is not going to be any hate comment about any specific family vlog channel. And really, the problem is more the fan of these family vlog channels. Let's say, like a couple of family vlog channels, kind of, these families, a couple of these, they happen to know each other, and sometimes they're in each other's vlogs together. Let's see, I think I used like a real examples that I've seen, that I've heard about a few years ago. Now a major YouTube channel, a family vlog channel, one of the biggest ones on YouTube that I've seen. I don't know if there's any bigger or not, maybe they are close to that size. It's a YouTube channel known as TUbeBuddy. And then there's also another YouTube channel that recently changed their name to It's the Donnellys. Used to be Flippin' Katie. So use these two family vlog channels, because obviously Flippin' Katie is nowhere near as big as TUbeBuddy, but they know each other. Kind of weird that. I mean, I don't know how that works. Like, you would think that some of the TUbeBuddy fans would also have been introduced to It's the Donnellys through TUbeBuddy videos. You know, whenever they was in videos together. Anyway, so you get these two family vlog channels, and a lot of times I see these family vlog channels that at least one of the kids is an athlete. At least one of the kids is an athlete in a lot of these family vlog channels. Although so far, the ones I've seen, pretty much all of them are athletes. Usually the girls are either cheerleaders or gymnasts. Which was the case with the It's the Donnellys, and originally it was the case with TUbeBuddy before they moved on to show business, and that's fine. And okay, so imagine that like these two families, for whatever reason, it's the Donnellys and the LeBlanc family, they're the family who run TUbeBuddy. Imagine if these two families, for whatever reason, stopped hanging out together and sort of drifted apart from each other. Now, here's where the problem comes in with their size. With these family vlog channels, these thousands of fans, and TUbeBuddy even has about 6.5 million subscribers. You have people taking sides without knowing whether or not anything happened. They're going to assume that somebody must have betrayed the other person. You're going to have people taking sides. And all of a sudden, since TUbeBuddy channel was much larger than It's the Donnellys channel, now the It's the Donnellys channel would be flooded with hate comments in the event of the LeBlancs, the TUbeBuddy family, the TUbeBuddy family, the LeBlancs, in the event of the LeBlancs all of a sudden not hanging out with instant only. For whatever reason, maybe they just drifted apart and whatever. And these people, whenever I go through the comments on both of these channels, I'm noticing that a lot of the times, I'm seeing like them spread like gossip, like fan gossip and stuff that's not even officially been verified, and they're over there spreading it around as if it's a fact. I mean, even though there was no legitimate reason to actually believe it, there could be other explanations as well. They just, all of a sudden, they're spreading around this rumors. I've seen all kinds of crazy rumors spread across either one of these channels. And I'm going to have to bring up another problem that I had, especially with the Bertaley fans, is that there used to be another family vlog channel. Well, I don't know if it was exactly a family vlog channel, or if it was just that one girl, I don't know. It used to be a friend of the family, or, well, with the way these rumors are on Bertaley, who knows? This one family channel where a different family with another girl who is named what was her name? Liv, yeah. I forget that channel's name, or maybe it was just her name, and I don't remember if it was a family vlog channel. I did some research. I was seeing a lot of negative stuff about her. And I noticed that a lot of the hate comments about her accused her of being a relative of Donald Trump. That right there tells me that some of those people who posted hate comments and death threats on Simply Liv's channel a couple of years ago was adults. Or at least most definitely older than she is. I mean, we're talking about someone who was, what, 12 years old at the time? Kind of felt strange looking her up, because, anyways, and whenever she wasn't in any of their vlogs anymore, like maybe she moved or whatever, maybe she had a legitimate excuse, I mean, reason for not being in the vlog, the Bertaley fans, for whatever reason, assumed that she said something negative about a recently deceased family member of the Bertaley channel at that time, named Caleb, the older brother of her friend Annie. They assumed that she said something kind of disrespectful about Caleb. And they assumed that her and Annie had some kind of fight. There was no legitimate proof of any of this, no way of knowing whose fault it is, who started it, whatever. No facts. 3 years later, still no facts. Nobody really knows the facts. But people take sides. Yeah, people, the Bertaley fans, sent death threats, hate comments to Liv's YouTube channel in the name of defending Annie. So yeah, so you're going to defend one preteen girl by sending death threats and hate comments to another preteen girl. Yeah, that makes sense. When you don't even know all the details, you don't know all the facts. And maybe she said something that, without thinking about it, I was interpreted as if maybe there was a misunderstanding. I've heard that over 90% of our arguments are over misunderstandings. Like somebody misinterpreted what the other person said or meant. Let's see. trying to keep it about 5 more minutes. That's not going to be easy. Yeah. So that's what the problem is with these channels. Like when without people take sides without knowing the facts, and they send death threats and hate comments without knowing the facts, when it's stuff that they probably should have stayed out of. I mean, there was no proof that anything ever happened between Liv and Annie. But if something did happen between Liv and Annie, it's nobody else's business, and everybody else should just stay out of it. And really, I think that this would have happened, like a few months after the death of one of the particular kids, Caleb. So I'm guessing that although they claim that they're defending Annie, they were actually lashing out at Liv because of Caleb's death, because she had said something, because she supposedly said something disrespectful, or she said something that was taken as disrespectful. And I did see the video, which I think they were talking about, in my research. And really, I watched another video, that's like a 20-minute long video, which felt kind of strange, and kind of research material. Really? She doesn't seem like a bad kid. I mean, either one of them seem like bad kids to me. Maybe she just made one small mistake. She did something without thinking about it, and they got a lot of backlash, and rumors spread, and I'm noticing in the comments right now that that a lot of the particular fans don't really do much fact checking for spreading stuff around. They don't really I think they spread rumors that don't even make sense. Last year, I mean, and even close to about a month ago, I think they spread rumors about comments about spreading rumors that let's see, like Hayden and Annie are secretly dating. They don't want anybody to know about it. Again, it's so obvious. I mean, that doesn't make sense. I mean, first off, if they are secretly dating, or were, why would they be so clumsy to accidentally show hints in their videos? And if it's that obvious, why not come out and admit it anyways? Because if they are secretly dating, then maybe they're not really good at keeping secrets. But maybe it's just wishful thinking on the fans' part, who think that who have the opinion that they make a cute couple, and they're letting that the opinion, oh, they make a cute couple, to become a belief that those two are dating. They're secretly dating. They don't want us to know about it, and it's obvious. Some stuff, if you didn't hear it straight from them, don't believe it. See, the family vlog channels, you have the fans taking sides and fighting each other, especially like this family vlog channel and this one over here. Like they know each other, they used to hang out together, and all of a sudden you don't see them together no more. People spread rumors about, oh, they must have had some kind of fight or something, and then eventually take sides of what might have happened. People arguing. The fans of this channel would send hate comments to this channel, and that's the problem. Nothing wrong with the family itself. It's the fans into these YouTube channels that's the problem. And that's it for this video.
This has been my boring opinion.
Thanks for watching my video, and don't forget to follow me, subscribe, and check out my Twitter, and follow me on Patreon.